everyone and welcome to a new video. Today I'm filming most anticipated releases for the first half of the year. I struggle making a list at all, but here we are. I picked out 10 books. There's of course some more I'm like interested and intrigued by, but I just picked out some because I was like, I just gotta pick some. I'm definitely excited for all of these. I hope you will be too after this video, and let's get started. On the 22nd of February we have The Girl Who Fell Beneath the Sea by Axio, and this one is an Asian inspired fantasy and it has a gorgeous cover that I've been loved since I saw it. This follows Mina, who lives in a village that has been ravaged by storms for generations, and every year they throw a maiden out in the sea to see if like the sea god will accept her as his true bride, so that eventually all these storms would stop. Then Mina, a main character's brother's betrothed, is going to be sacrificed, and she's like, no, I want to save my brother's feelings for some reason. I'm joking. And then she throws herself in the sea instead, and she's then thrown into the spirit realm underneath the sea, but she cannot live there for long because she's human and she can't live that long in the spirit realm. And she also meets this dude that's gonna help her. We will see what happens, but it sounds really, really beautiful and stunning, and it looks stunning, and I'm excited. I've been excited since I saw it. Yay! This like sounds like a book I would really enjoy. So what else is new? Then we have All My Rage by Sabaa Tahir, which comes out on the 1st of March. This is a YA contemporary. Sabaa Tahir is one of my favorite authors, so I will read anything she writes, but I'm also kind of terrified because this is a contemporary and not a fantasy, and I do enjoy my fantasy, but at the same time I fully believe that Sabaa will still break my heart in a billion pieces. So this seems to be told in like different times. The past set in like Pakistan, where we follow one character, and then we have like the present, where we follow one character in California, and it seems like, I guess, these two characters connect somehow, but also in the now in California the main character seems to struggle with a lot of things happening in the family, and like, yeah, we're gonna deal with it all, a lot of trauma. It's gonna be a great time. I am fully believed that this is gonna be heartbreaking and sad, but I am also very excited and I'm ready to cry. It's fine. Then of course we have Gallant by Victoria Schwab. Of course this is on my most anticipated. This is out on the 1st of March and it's a YA fantasy, and it seems to be a standalone. We follow Olivia, who usually goes to like boarding school for girls, but then she gets a letter to send her home to Gallant, which is like her mansion, house, something, and everything there is amiss and weird, and she's like, what the heck is going on? And then she like finds out the secrets about the place. It seems like very atmospheric kind of story. It seems like, I don't even know what to take from synopsises, okay? I was forced to read them for this video. Or not forced, but like I feel like I had to read about them a bit to talk about them here. But yeah, it seems really interesting and intriguing, but I'm also like, Via Schwab, I hope she delivers. So this looks stunning. Let's hope it is. Then we have Kisentel by Adib Khorram, and this one is the author's news release. It's a YA contemporary as well, and we seem to follow a main character who became like super famous in like a boy band. I approve of this, and he has to deal with, you know, being famous and also being gay and like, you know, romantic, I was gonna say, problems, etc., and probably other problems. Maybe going to explore like how it is to be famous as a teen, I would assume, etc. And you know, Adib Khorram also wrote Darcy Great Is Not Okay, which is one of my favorite books of all time, and I will read anything by the author, but I'm so excited. It seems funny and cute, but also could go into serious topics, and I'm very intrigued by it, and I'm so excited. Oh, I didn't say the release date. It's gonna come on the 22nd of March, which is not long until at all, and I am so ready. Then we have An Hour to the Moon by Emily X.R. Pan, and this one is released on April 12th, and it seems to be like a Julie and Romeo retelling with Chinese mythology. We follow my character Luna, who can shoot straight with an arrow, it literally says, but like she can shoot an arrow and never miss, and then she meets this boy named Hunter, and they seem to like the paths and connect. Assume it's like a forbidden love since it's compared to Romeo and Juliet, but I think it's really beautiful. This is a young adult fantasy as well, and I'm excited. I really like An Astonishing Color of Author, but that was a YA contemporary with like magical realism, but I think like with Chinese mythology and forbidden love and stuff, sounds stunning. So yeah, very excited. Then we have Amari and the Great Game, which seems to be released in May, but it also says April, so I'm a bit confused. I am counting as like the 14th of April, but it might also be the 31st of May. Who knows? It seems maybe also like the US and UK have different release dates. I'm not sure, but yeah. This is by B.B. Alston, and it is of course a sequel to Amari and the Knight brothers. And the first book followed Amari, who finds out that she has different kind of abilities, and her brother has also gone missing, who has like been in this supernatural investigation, I was going to call it institution slash school slash investigation place. He is gone missing in the first book, and she goes into like this institution slash school to like find him, but at the same time learning about her own powers, and there's like games and clues and investigations, and it was like a great time. It was so cute and adorable. This is a middle grade fantasy, if I didn't say that, and I'm very excited for the sequel to see like how Amari will develop as a character, more secrets about the world, finding out more like how things works, and just seeing like, you know, this girl grow into however she's gonna grow, and I'm very excited. So yeah, this is going to be adventurous and fun, and I'm happy. And then we have Book of Night by Holly Black. So this is Holly Black's debut adult fantasy. I don't know if it's a series, but yeah. And this is released on the 3rd of May. And it seems like in this world, everyone can like change their appearances and memories, etc. and looks. Looks and appearances is the same thing. But yeah, so like it has good, but also clearly really bad effects to it. So that like it's called to like control the shadows, etc., and it has like consequences. And then we follow a main character who is like a calm person, it says, like a low level one, and then like I assume she's gonna get involved with like some serious shit in this world. It seems very dark. It literally called Book of Night, so yeah. And I'm excited to see like Holly Black fully dive into the darkness in an adult book, because maybe she had to hold back a bit for the YA so it doesn't get like, you know, too gruesome. So but here I think she can go completely into the gruesomeness. It's literally compared to Ninth House and a Night Circus. So I think like you can get a mix of like the darkness from Ninth House and the atmosphere there, and like the magicalness of Night Circus, and I think that would be a very interesting mix to see. But yeah, I'm excited. I will not lie, because I think that Holly Black is a very great writer. And I think like, you know, seeing the first adult fantasy from her will be very interesting. So I'm excited. Then we have Only on Weekends by Dean Atta. This is released on the 12th of May, and Dean Atta is the author of The Black Flamingo, if you have heard about that. That was like a poetry following a young kid finding out that he is gay and dealing with like being gay and black, and just so many beautiful things written in verse. And it seems like this one also is that, so I think I will listen to the audiobook of this, because the author read the first one, so I hope the author will read this one as well, so that like you get the author's voice. But yeah, this song seems to also follow a black queer kid, and he seems to like having to move, etc., and not being able to find love. And it seems to be like these two characters only being able to meet on the weekends because it's really busy. And I think it will be really interesting to like, you know, see the romance blossom and also explore the different themes in the book. It also says it's perfect for people who like sex education, you know, is one of my favorite shows, and I think it will be really interesting to see how this teen can explore sex around them, etc. at the age. And yeah, I really enjoyed the first one, and this one seems to go in the same, you know, not direction, but in the same area. So I'm excited. It's a young adult contemporary, did I say that? I hope you like got it from my description. Anyway, that was a really bad description. Either way, let's move on. Then we have The Merciless Ones by Namina Forna. This one is released on the 31st of May, and this is the sequel to The Gilded Ones, which came out last year. This is a young adult fantasy. Seems to be a series. I'm actually not sure if it's 3 or 2 books, but it is a series. And the first one, oh my god, I read it and I even reviewed it, so like I should be able to describe it, but like it's been a while. So basically, in this world, a government or whatever, they check if people have golden blood or red blood. If they have golden blood, they're basically like a demon, and they like are put away to get murdered. It's really brutal. And our main character's blood runs gold, so she's a demon, and they are basically being put in this army to fight these like creatures, because the king doesn't want, you know, his human army to fight them. Or like I guess they work together, but like they are more powerful because, you know, they have demon blood, etc. I think not actually demon blood, but like that's what they call it. Golden blood is the word I want to use. And yeah, we just follow betrayals, finding out a little more about this world and finding these creatures, and there's romance, and there's really great female friendships. I really enjoyed the first book. I think it had a lot of like the good, that was a sentence, YA elements that I enjoy, and I really was excited for the reveals, and also the ending made me be like, what is actually gonna happen in the next book, because I actually don't know. And I always love that, like, we get like a kind of conflict that like, how is this gonna develop? So I'm very excited to read the sequel. Of course I will pick it up. When would I read it? I do not know, because I'm horrible at reading books when I get them, but I'm very excited for it nonetheless. Yay. Then we had This Place Is Still Beautiful by CC Tyan, and this one is released on the 6th of June, and it looks stunning, like so stunning. So this one seems to be a young adult contemporary following these two sisters on the cover. So basically it seems to like explore their relationship, how they grew up together, and like how hard it was for them. It seems like there's like a secret keeping them apart, from how I read the synopsis, and I'm all for family drama. It's fine, but also it just looks beautiful, and it says here that it explores race, family, and the secrets we keep. So I think like that's all the things I enjoy. That was a sentence. It just looks stunning, and I do like myself a dramatic and touching YA contemporary. I just feel like I said the same thing about each book, like how I think I am excited for it, but like, what else should I say? So yeah, I think that's it for this video. What are books that you are excited for in the upcoming months? Please tell me down below. I need more, because I have so little. I have so few more that I am excited for that I put on my list, but like I didn't bother to talk about all of them, because some of it like sequels, and yeah, these are like the ones I'm like, very intrigued by now. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video and maybe found some new books you could be excited for as well. Leave a moon emoji down below if you enjoyed this, and you will see me soon in a new one. Goodbye!